it going? This is Royal with Talk Show Central RTV style. We got a music show tonight. How's it going? Everybody A-okay? I have the amazing, wonderful Magali Delarosa. How's
Woo!
it going, Magali?
It is
Magali?
going good. How are you? I'm
I am
excited to be
doing
here.
awesome. I'm glad you're here. You're finally here.
Yes.
And man, I mean, even today, I was going through your page. I mean, just you posted something. It's like, girl, you're all over the place,
Yeah.
which is good,
I
which
need
is
a
good.
vacation. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well, maybe in 10 years you can get a vacation.
Right?
No, but it's good. I mean, you're active. You're moving it not only in music, but you're moving in fashion
Yes.
and you're songwriting. So you're behind the scenes. I bet you at some point you're gonna probably start producing and directing and stuff like that.
That's the goal. That's the goal. I would love to do to direct a project. I'm doing like small directing for the music videos we do, but I would love to do like a short film or like a series or something like that. I think that would be really cool.
Wouldn't that'd be so cool, man?
Yeah.
Wow, man, I can see you already with the greats like Robert Rodriguez and all of these
Yes.
guys, man. Because we need to get the Latinos out there, man. It's like especially movies. We're not only gardeners and
Right?
gangsters and all that. I mean, we're more than that. We're lawyers
Yes.
and doctors and astronauts. Well, I don't know about an astronaut, but pretty soon we'll have an astronaut. And so yeah, man. So that's really really cool, man. I am I'm so proud of you, man.
Thank you.
You are so cool. Let me change this to a purple. I think purple look better on you.
Yeah.
So Ruby was going to be here, guys, but actually she just called me right now, and this is actually I'm not making it up. I had a family emergency. I can't go on. I can try to go on later, heading to the hospital.
Oh
So
wow.
I'm sure this is not like her like any of the kids or the husband. It's definitely not Carlos. So it might be like a cousin, or how you have a little family, your other familia. But you still care, and all that. So prayers for the familia and
That's
whatever happened.
yeah.
Maybe I don't know. I mean, so many reasons to go to the hospital, man. But wishing Ruby and her family the best, and our prayers
Yeah.
are with her. Ruby, whenever you can, make it if possible. Si no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We all love you, man.
Sending prayers.
I give Hilda a call, and hopefully Hilda can make it. Pero pues, you're not ready for the show, so the
Yeah.
hair, el makeup, the top,
I know
the
I was
most hair
glamming for
top,
the
man.
last hour.
What were you gonna say?
Oh no, I just wanted to say prayers for Ruby and her family. I hope everybody's okay.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like wow. Pero pues está bueno. At least it's like during a good time where things can get taken care of. Imagine when you have a situation at the middle of the night, and it's like you're all you gotta wake up, and you're all tonto. You don't know what's going
Right?
on and all of that. Pero pues ni modo. I mean, okay, well, let's get back to you, man. Let me. You know what? I want to go to this. I want to go to this. I want to go. You're the fourth annual All Star Awards,
Uh-huh.
and uh, did you not have a certain spot that you want to run for? I mean, because like you're all over the place, girl.
I think I want to say I'm nominated for something.
You're nominated for all over the place.
Am I? See? Okay, so this
Mira,
happens
mira,
to me all the
you're
time. Oh, how awesome. See, this
You're
happens to
you're
me all the
nominated
time.
for
Like,
best uprising female of the year. Well, Ruby
awesome.
también, pero aquí estás
Cool.
tú. You're right here, right?
Yeah,
So
there it
that's
is.
one. That's one. All right.
Okay.
Let me see. Number 2, you're the best songwriter of the year. You're nominated
Yeah.
among one of these
Woo!
people here.
Oh,
Yes,
what an
they got you
honor.
on the
How
top spot. I
awesome.
don't know if this means anything, but I think it does because these are not alphabetical. So that means maybe you were like
Wow.
the first choice or
That
the
is so
first person
cool.
that came to mind. So
Wow.
wow, that's 2. That's 2. All
Okay,
right,
that's 2.
that's 2. Órale.
I feel like
And
I'm
look,
on a game show. I'm
best
like winning
song
prizes.
no soy la misma, you know.
Oh, wow. It's
Wow.
nominated. I didn't
Y luego
know
deja tú esto.
this.
Luego está esta. The best video. Está the
Oh my
best
goodness,
video.
that's amazing.
That's it, girl. Ya, no te chifles. Nomás son
All
4.
right, I'm over here like, and what's this? This happens to me all the time because, like you said before, like I'm all over the place. I'm so busy.
Yeah.
I think one year I was nominated for like the Tejano Music Awards, and I was doing an interview. The guy's like, "By the way, congratulations." I'm like, "For what?" He's like, "You're
Okay.
nominated this year." I'm like, "What?" Like I found out on the interview. Like I'm finding
Oh,
out
so
now
cool. Yeah.
because I just haven't, had a chance to
Yeah. Was like,
look
let me
and
see. Hey, Sharky, how's it going? Sharky in the house. And here is Norma from Michigan.
hi
Norma's another one that's
everyone.
all over the place. I think if the award committee would give a fan award, it would go to Norma because she's
All right.
always all over the place, baby, huh? So yeah, so you know what? Hablando de ese song, No Soy La Misma.
Yes.
You wrote that, right?
Well, no, I
Or
didn't
no?
write that.
Bueno, okay.
I didn't write that. I'm a songwriter, yes, but that
Yeah,
one I did not write.
that one you did not.
I
So tell
can't
me a
give the
little bit about this song. Tell me a little bit about this song and maybe sing a couple of bars from it. But tell me a little bit about it first.
Well, I want to say maybe the 4th or the 5th release from Corazon Rebelde, which is the album. It's my 4th studio album. It's been doing so
Wow.
well. We took all the singles off of that CD and we've just been throwing them out there. No Soy La Misma has been the last release.
Uh-huh.
To me, it's been the last, but still the newest because we haven't released anything since then.
Right.
And it's been doing so good. Everyone
Wow.
really liked the video. I wanted to do like an urban cowboy
Yeah,
spin
yeah.
on the video, but like Tejano style,
Yeah.
I wanted to have like the fringe jackets and the guys with hats and it went really well. I loved it. We
Wow.
shot it in the Rio Grande Valley. That's right.
Eso.
All
And el
Valley
RGV.
talent.
And you know what? You get to bring your experiences from other fields. Like for instance, you're talking fashion, and
Yes.
maybe some other people won't. Fashion would not be the highlight of their. Because okay, yeah, they won the outfits, but they're not really talking fashion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so you want to I want to put my finger on fashion on this video because I'm sure with this song you also want to send out other messages with it.
Yes.
You want to send the fashion message, the music message, and the model message.
Yeah. Definitely.
You're
Yeah.
the
No,
face.
it's really fun because I did like a casting call for this. It was the first time we
Wow.
did a casting call for, background and actors and stuff. And we actually had people show up. So I was like, this is exciting. Like we had some models come down and we
Yeah.
had, of course, the girl, she's one of my dancers, but she acted in the film as well. So I'm
Cool.
like, it's nice when you can bring in other people that want to do this work
Yes.
and
Yes.
create those opportunities for people for your work,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, saludes from Jacksonville. Hey, Bert. Saludes. How's it
Wow,
going?
Tennessee.
Ahorita those all start talking with each other in a little bit. But
That's
yeah,
cool.
that
From
is
all
so
over.
that is so cool. That happens, and so sing us a couple of verses from there, one or two, or just sing us a little bit.
I have to talk to my agent for. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
Don't give me that.
I'm joking. No soy la misma si no estás. Siento tristeza y nada más. No soy la misma sin tu amor.
Oh man, you know what? You sing with a lot of passion.
Thank
and
you.
and that is cool. That's what I like about the singers. Now, I mean, quite frankly, most singers actually le ponen pasión. That's why they're doing what
Yeah.
it is. But you like it sale that extra passion. No sé, a lot. Any life experiences related to this song?
No, but I mean,
No.
I feel like everyone goes through those hard times in their, relationships, past relationships,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
currently I'm in a great one.
You're in the great.
But you
Sorry,
go back,
guys.
right? Sorry, guys. I'm taking. I'm just kidding. Well, no, I'm not kidding. I am. But you go back to those times. You go back to those references when maybe your heart was broken and stuff.
Yeah,
And you
yeah,
use
yeah.
that. Sometimes you take those stories, or you listen to other people's heartbreak stories, and you kind of
Wow.
weave them into what you want your video to be, or how you want to sing the song or express it or write it. So.
Yeah. No, no, that's cool. Let me show you another picture here. Because man, I mean, there were so many that it's like, wow. Tell us a little bit about this picture here.
Aw. Well, I am a fashion designer, and so this was on a day we were shooting some of my dresses. I had grouped a bunch of them together. This was taken in Brownsville.
Ah, cool
And
city.
actually, my fiance shot this photo, and I just love how it came out. I love that dress, and I was doing like the updo, like the Selena updo,
Yeah, yeah.
and it was during springtime. It's perfect with all the
Wow.
colors and stuff like that. And I sold the dress. I ended up selling it, so it's great.
Oh man, that is super cool. ¿Qué dice aquí? George dice, ooh, I love that song, Ray. Hey, it's not mine, it's
Thank you, thank you, George.
She's an amazing artist, dice George. George también tiene una bonita song allá afuera. So this is a cover, this is an album cover, right?
Yes,
Um, when did this come out?
that one came out. Oh my goodness, I'm scrambling here.
Was that
I
like
want to say that came out in January.
wow?
That one came out in January, and that song is called Canta Mesa canción. My dad actually wrote this song in the
Oh,
80s,
órale.
and they never did anything with it because he's a musician.
Yeah,
And so we decided to put it on this album. They wanted to produce it mariachi style, which of course I loved.
yeah.
And so we did it, and we shot it in Brownsville. My dad's from Brownsville. Most of my band is from Brownsville. So
Wow,
I thought I wanted to keep in the theme of that he wrote this when he was young. These are
wow,
his roots. These are, this for me. I did this one for my dad, really,
yeah.
because I know this song means a lot to him. And to all the fans and anyone, if you go see the music video, which is on YouTube, in the very opening 5 seconds of the video, there's actually the lyrics he wrote from the 80s. We put that in the music video.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's just like a lot of, the roots and my dad and the music and all of that stuff. And yeah, we were shot in downtown Brownsville, most of it.
Wow, man, this is amazing, I mean, you can't go wrong with downtown Brownsville, man. That's a
It's
lot of
beautiful.
history there.
Definitely.
And yeah, it's just wonderful. Sing us a little bit of this song.
Me dijo, cántame esa canción que a mí siempre me hace llorar.
I was gonna put you on the big screen here. So no, that's cool. Let me go back here and hide the chat. Here we go. I put you on the big screen. So great. Dice Renee, hey Royal, hey Ray. So yeah, the fans are coming out and ahorita
That is so
vienen.
sweet. Thank you,
I
guys.
love this one here, and I think this one's also was photographed in Brownsville, pero no estoy muy seguro. Where is it? A ver, hold on. What did I do? What did I do? Rookie move, Ray. There you go. So, where was this one done?
That one was done in downtown McAllen.
Ándale, sí.
And so we shot all day long with my photographer. I was like, we have to get the shot. Like this cover is so important. It has to be perfect. So we were shooting at all these like different locations. We got so many pictures. And of course, I just love this outfit. When I was little, I loved the movie La Bamba. Of course, like so many of us
Yeah.
Latinos and
Con
non-Latinos
Richie?
love that movie. And I remember being so little. And when he came out, he had on the mariachi pants,
Yeah.
with the galas on the side. and a little crop jacket. And even at that age, I remember thinking, oh my God, I love those pants. I love that top. I finally got the opportunity to kind of design something like that for this video.
Oh
And
man.
all the guys in my band wore mariachi pants too. It was just really cool.
Yeah.
It was like one of my favorite looks that I've done for a video.
And you know what? I'm a photographer. I was in fashion up in the Dallas area for a lot of years. And photographically speaking, I can tell you this, and you can tell this to your photographer. First of all, I love the hands. Hands are hard to photograph. They
Yes.
don't. These hands look natural. Your eyes, your visual here. I mean, the white in the eyes looks perfect. I love it. The classical style of portraiture, where it's one ear and
Yeah.
both eyes showing, very classic, man. It's awesome picture. This is what gives it that wow factor,
Yeah.
that keeps your eye on you, instead of sometimes you see some photographs y te manda, and the photograph itself kicks you out of the picture, porque maybe they put something over here that has more attention than this,
Yeah.
and
The
so that
quality
happens.
not good.
Hey, look who's here, la beautiful
Oh my God.
Hilda. ¿Qué pasa,
Hi.
Hilda?
Hi,
Thanks for
Magali.
jumping on, Hilda. You are so awesome. Hilda is my new co-host, and man,
Awesome.
she is sharing it like crazy. Let me put you on this side so that you can be there. A level. Let me bring down the logo there, and so we're cool. So great. Man, I don't know if you were hearing any of this, Hilda, but she just sang a little bit of two songs, and we were showing some pictures, and wow, my guy, you are so awesome. Let's see, what else we got? Aquí tengo otro picture que te voy a enseñar, because we love to show pictures, man. We got plenty of time for you. Don't worry.
Thank you.
So tell me about this one. Let me put you guys on this side. Tell me about this cover.
I love this cover and I love this song. My guitar player Greg Garza presented me with this song as we were doing the whole album, putting everything together. And I swear I never get emotional like this over any songs, but when I heard it, just the demo, I started to cry. And I
Wow.
told my dad, I said, you have to hear this song. It's incredible. It's beautiful. So from that moment, we took it into the studio. They arranged it, live mariachi, trumpets, everything, just how I wanted it. We did the recording, and this is what was born. I wanted something with roses. I wanted something with the red lipstick, and
Right.
we had actually started shooting outside these pictures. And my photographer's like, I'm not feeling the vibes. He's like, can we take this into the studio and see if we put a red backdrop? Let's just experiment. And this is what came out, and it's one of my favorite pictures. It's one of his favorite as well.
Yeah, I like it. I like the focus. Again, you gotta. We call it a triangle in the business. Both eyes and the lips.
Yes.
We call that the triangle in fashion. And so that you definitely have an awesome triangle there. And again, just the focus is right here, right here.
Yeah.
The money maker.
No, my dad was laughing at me. He's like, what are you wearing on your head? I'm like, because it was like this big flower crown. I told him, I promise this will work. He's like, estás loca?
No, see.
But it came out good. It came out, just how I wanted it, with all that passion in the red.
No, it looks great. Let me show you another one since you're on it. Now, I know when I saw this picture and then I read that you were into fashion, this one was the one that convinced me. This girl's into fashion, man. Because not only that, but I mean, just the prop itself, the car, the prop itself, it's like it sells it. It sells the dress. I mean, the dress is cool, but there's a lot of color moving in it, and so it's gotta have just the right background for it to stay together, because it wants to run away from you, right?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite jackets. I have it in my closet. Like, there's some things that I will maybe resell or maybe just get rid of over time. You get so many things, but this jacket's not anywhere. That's my jacket for life. I love it.
Yeah, no. Oh, it's a jacket. I thought it was a dress.
It's a jacket dress.
Ah,
It's
okay. Because I
yeah, it's
think
like a
either
blazer
I
dress.
cropped it a little short, or maybe that's the way it was. I'm not too sure. But anyway, let's say hi to some people. Hey,
Hey,
Joe
girl.
Casas, how's
Girl.
it going? ¿Cómo te va? And
Magali,
again, we
I
got
don't think that
Laura
you can go wrong in any picture or anything you wear. I just think you're absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. You're so sweet. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I do. I mean, everybody loves you. Everybody thinks you're doing amazing, and
Thank you.
I mean, we applaud you so much. You're doing so much for yourself, and that's totally awesome.
You're gonna
I
make me
really,
cry.
no, I
no,
mean
You're
seriously,
so
for
sweet. Thank you.
a Tejana, Hispanic, you're doing so
from the
wonderful.
valley.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
No,
I mean, it's awesome. And I have
Thank you.
the honor to be sitting right here. And look at me. Like, you're beautiful, really. And every
Thank
picture you
you.
take, you can't go wrong.
no,
Thank you
no.
so
Yeah,
much.
She's got that model look,
yeah,
man. It's like
yeah.
she is totally.
Um, what I want to know
She's totally a
is,
pleasure to photograph. Go
what I
ahead,
want to
Hilda.
know is, what do the kids tell the kids at school about, about their mom?
It's so funny because they didn't believe her. She said, "Oh, my mom's a singer, this and this and this." And so she actually had to tell some of her friends like to go look online, like on YouTube,
Yeah.
and then they saw my videos. They're like, "Oh yeah, like so she is a singer and stuff like that." And I've involved my daughter in some of my projects too. So at first she was kind of shy about it, but she's a little more into it now, so it's exciting.
You
And
did
I
a
brought her
Christmas
to
video
some of
with
my
her. You did a
projects,
Christmas
so
video with her, didn't you?
I did.
You
I
did. It was
did.
beautiful. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's probably gonna start acting pretty soon. I bet you, if she hasn't already started.
She's so funny because she's super talented. Like she sings really great. And I'm not just saying that because she's my daughter. She has a great voice and she can act. We've done a commercial together, a professional commercial, and she's
Uh-huh.
really good. But she's also really, really, really smart. So she's really into like school. She's really into reading. And she's always said, she's like, I love animals. I want to be a veterinarian. So like that her mind is
Wow,
already
she's focused. That's
she's
cool.
very focused on like her
Oh
career.
man, get her to play chess, man. I'll train her. That's what I
So
do.
she's so funny. Like at her age, I was like, Mom and Dad, I want to sing. I want to do this. I want to do that.
Yeah.
She likes to do it, but I feel like she's very interested in school also. And I don't
Yeah,
know that
that's
she
good.
wants to step away from that.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what?
Which is
Other
good.
people have done. I
Yeah.
mean, you look at Selena. I mean, Selena was studying on the bus. She
Yeah.
was homeschooled. I mean, and the thing is, it's not so much that it's her.
Yeah.
It's you.
Yeah, parents.
You're the one
Yeah.
setting the example.
Yeah.
You're the one setting the goal. You're the one that is telling her, aim for the stars, baby. Aim for that moon. Aim for that planet that we don't even know about. And
Yeah.
she's going to go for it because she doesn't know any better. She just knows, hey, if mom's flying for those goals, well, I guess it's natural. I should do it
Yes.
too. And so, yeah.
And you're so right. And that's the reason I keep going. It's so easy sometimes to get discouraged in this business, especially being a female. There's so many barriers and so many hoops I feel we have to jump through, even now, today.
And in a lot of areas.
Yeah. And in my mind, I think I can't stop. I have to keep going, even if I have those days or moments or whatever, because exactly what you said, what example am I setting for her?
Claro.
That it's okay to just stop,
And
I know
she's
that
got
there's
to be able to
circumstances
see
you
the
can't.
good and the bad in it. She's, because that's where she's going to realize, because unfortunately she's a little girl and she will go through those bad situations, and then she's going to remember, I remember mom going through something like this, and mom kicked that booty of whatever that situation was. I can do it too,
Yes.
and it's true, and unfortunately, for women, and I've heard it, or I'm new to this, but I've heard it in the business already that women to get treated badly, sexual harassment, and okay, they're not talented, or que esto que el otro, and you gotta overcome that, because hey, it's about talent. It's not about being female. It's not about being male. But then if you're gonna be female, then you're gonna definitely represent the female, and you're
Yeah.
representing your family, you're representing your little girl, and you're representing
Yes.
the valley. I mean, there's a lot of pressure, como decía el papá de Selena. Man,
Yeah.
we're just right there. Our family's right across the border. You gotta be more Mexican than the Mexicans, and more white than the more American than the Americans. And it's
Yeah,
tough for us
exactly.
people in the valley, because I know I take some of my students up to nationals. We go to Nashville, we go to New York, we go to California. Y estos mexicanitos compiten con americanitos, chinitos, indios de todas clases. Y a veces, I remember in the early years when we used to do this, se sentían like, and I used to tell them, you belong here. You belong here. Don't you forget
Yes.
that. And that's something that they would remember, because a lot of times kids that don't go out of the valley, cuando van a college or they get a scholarship to MIT or whatever it is, they lack that security. Y no la
Yes.
hacen, and they come right back because they've never dealt with that.
Yeah.
And
It's
so I
definitely,
congratulate you on that.
yeah, it's definitely good to be exposed, and do what you
Yeah.
can to expose kids at this young age.
Sí, sí. Dice, what part of the valley? She in the Rio Grande Valley. That would be like Harlingen, right? Harlingen, Brownsville.
Well,
Well,
I'm
you're in
from far.
McAllen, actually,
Yeah, actually, I'm from far.
and far. I was
Yeah,
about to
a lot
say
of
far.
people, and actually, a lot of people are like, "You're from San Antonio, right?" I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I'm not.
Yeah.
Well, the valley's a little barrio south of San Antonio.
Yeah,
A little bit, huh?
but it is
Hey,
a
Henry,
difference.
what's up?
Mhm.
You're awesome, dude. ¿Y qué está aquí? Hey,
No,
Henry,
mamá.
ya empezaron a...
Hi,
Keep the
everyone.
conversation going normal. Dice, hey, you're my neighbor. Porque George is in Edinburgh. George is in Edinburgh, and so
Yeah.
Edinburgh,
So close.
más
So
o menos,
Mhm.
más o menos, yeah, over, the 281 deal. Yeah, there
Very
you go. I
cool.
guessed it, George. So, see, go ahead, Hilda. You want to say
I
something?
was reading on your biography that you write books and kid books and children, and you make you make your clothes, and I love your style. Like
Yeah.
you do what I do sometimes, but I only do it for jackets. Because I'm in a military base, so
Oh,
we
cool.
go to I love to go to the thrift shops, but
Oh, me
I
too.
only buy new stuff, and I can't find what you find. I wish I could, but we got here like officer wives that they
Yeah.
go get rid of like new clothes like Calvin Klein and stuff like that. If you see me at an event, I'll wear only Calvin Klein stuff, right?
Yeah.
But I also buy. But anyway, no. And I see that you alter it and make it your own,
Yeah.
right?
Definitely.
And but you make kids clothes too, right? Or you
I do.
design it, yeah. So
Well,
I
it's
don't know if he knew, but yeah, I was
yeah.
reading, so
My daughter, she's been the inspiration for that, because
Yeah.
it's so fun having a daughter. Not that it's not
Yes.
fun having boys, because my sister has boys and they're great
Right.
too.
Yeah.
But I'm a seamstress for so long. I've been
Wow.
sewing since I was 9 years old. So
Yeah.
when she was born, I started making her all the little clothes and things like that. Now we haven't gone full force with a children's line, but that is in the works. That's for the future. Mostly I do women's clothes, and like you said, like jackets and
Yes.
bustiers and like more dancer style things,
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of like what I wear on
For
stage.
adults, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for adults.
Well, let me ask you this: do you make children's clothes? Because nowadays, and I hope I don't step on your shoes, but nowadays you can't find kids' clothes or little girls' clothes anymore in the stores.
Well,
I do
mean,
like for special items. I make
Yeah.
like mostly, and for little, not just my daughter, but for little kids around like the fall
Yeah.
time of the year, like Halloween costume, custom things like that, like
Yeah,
couture stuff. Very
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yes.
See,
Like
see,
I got
because
4 granddaughters. Oh my God. I got one that's like Cyndi Lauper. Oh my God.
oh, how cute.
te digo,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
that's the kind of outfits that they find or they put together, but
Yeah.
not because
Yeah.
unfortunately, the retail stores sell kids clothes that's actually adults clothes, pero en tamaño chiquito or in little
Yeah.
size.
Yeah.
And so, that's why. Dice el DJ of the year aquí
Hello.
dice hello.
Hi, how are you?
He was cool. He
Thanks
was on
for
our show a
tuning
while
in.
back. Actually, a couple of weeks.
So is there
Actually,
anywhere where we can see your boutique, your clothes online or something?
Yes, so you can go to Etsy.com. My shop is called Rags by Mags, Ragz by Magz, or you can go to MagaliDelarosa.com and there's a link that'll take you to all the fashion
Okay.
stuff also.
Okay, that'd be cool.
Wow.
Cool. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
No, pues sí, hold on, let me see. Keep her talking there. I was trying to pull your website there.
No, I was reading
So
that you have your 4 albums. Have you already done with your 5th, or are you working on your 5th album?
We're barely working on it now. We're in the very early stages. We have the material, but it's a matter of, because we use the band, of course, like the live instruments and all that stuff,
Yes.
for them to go session by session, putting all the instrumentation down. I will be coming in and then doing the vocals, you know, on some of the songs when they're done for the day, like probably at the end. So we're going to be doing that over the next couple of weeks, and we're going to be doing something special for the fans, so I want them to look out for it. We're actually going to be doing a lot of behind the scenes. We're going to stream together kind of a documentary style of the making of this album, which is something we've never done before, but it's very interesting what goes on in the studio, and we're going to put it all there. If there's
That'd be cool. Yeah.
all the happy times, all the fun times, it's all going to go in there just exclusively for our fans to see.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
I wanted to share your website here. Here we go, and here we go, and there it is.
Yay.
This is your website, and man, of course, a lot of pictures you have. Guys, you can see her bio right in here. And oops, let me just click this guy.
Yeah, I was going to say
that's a cool picture. That's a cool picture right there. But there's her whole bio. There's all her life story and all of that, and it's a lot.
Yeah, I was going to mention that she had an article in Chino Life magazine as well.
Yeah. And so, a ver, ¿qué más tienes? Aquí tienes, I guess this is some of the stuff that I guess you sell and stuff.
This is my lip gloss kit. It is 3 lip glosses and a pair of lashes and a signed poster. I launched that this time last year, and I had all these sales, all these people posting about it. So it was pretty exciting. So it's still there for the fans to buy if they love it.
And of course, all your music is here. You got album covers and, all of these album covers that are here. So it's a very complete, and the videos, aquí están los videos también. Yes. In there you can see them, man. And of course you always get pictures, and you put lots of pictures, man. Look at this, tons of pictures. If you want to know, man, she's everywhere she's been. There it is in pictures, and there's more. I just showing you a little bit of what's going on. So, guys, visit her website and get all the ins and outs about her. I'm sure your schedule is there wherever you're going to be performing or stuff, right?
Yeah. We're starting to book shows. We had in it first because of COVID, of course, but now that's kind of getting a little bit better. After this album, we're going to start taking on more shows. I know I have a couple in September. One, we're doing a Mother's Day show in Corpus Christi with Tejanas Unidas en Cristo. We're going to be doing a Mother's Day show over there, so I'm so excited about that.
Well, you know what? I'm thinking of doing a Mother's Day show and getting a couple of artists to do something, maybe singing together. So you're invited.
Hit me up.
That'd be awesome.
You're invited. Chacasia, ¿cómo te va? Chacasia is joining us from Mexico City.
Oh, what a beautiful
Besitos. Gracias. She's got her own radio station, so maybe she can have you on over there.
That would be great.
Hey, George. Hey, Norma. ¿Qué pasó, Raúl? ¿Cómo te va? Love that cap. Or no, it's a hat, right? Yeah, what's going on? Oh my God! Yes, I just got a text from Gabriela Martinez. She just recently moved in from California. She's a singer. She's living now here in the Valley, and she says she's definitely interested in the show.
I think I know
Norma.
who that is. I
Gabriela
think
Martinez.
she has like a picture with like a pink cap and like.
Yeah.
That's her, right? Okay,
Yeah,
we're not
yeah.
friends on Facebook yet, but
Yeah.
I think I know who she is.
I'm starting to know everybody.
Yeah.
Outside of music, I know everybody, but in this music, not little, but big, enormous world, man, I don't know a whole lot of people. But Hilda's helping me out. Hilda's like my music coach. You know, she helps me out as the music personality coach. You know, that kind of deal. So it's cool, man. So sing us another one of your favorite songs.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys, how about a little exclusive on one of the songs that's gonna be on the album? How about that?
Awesome, good. I love it when they sing me special stuff.
Okay, here we go. Si me vas a dejar, dímelo de una vez. Si me vas a dejar, te pido por favor. Si me vas a dejar.
Wow, man.
And it's called Si me vas a dejar.
Yeah, no te voy a dejar. I won't. Your boyfriend's gonna come beat me up. No, but you know, you sing with such passion, and the words, the words of the songs, I think they're needed. They're needed because there's a lot of women that are going through situations, men también, and I think that we need messages like that in some songs where, you know what, okay, so the relationship didn't work, you know, okay, let's get past it and let's get to a better situation wherever that might be, you know, not necessarily with that woman or that man, but let's move on forward and let's be happy, you know.
Definitely.
Sí, porque pues es la cosa. Henry, everybody go onto my fan page and go vote for him, because he was nominated for best internet radio personality for a year, maybe 30. ¿Qué dice? May the 30th to the 4th annual All Stars Music Awards. Yeah. So bueno, Henry, good plug in.
Promote him.
See, and Hilda, you weren't here, but Magali has been nominated for 4 different things on.
Oh, congratulations!
It's like best singer, best video, best upcoming
songwriter,
and songwriter. I mean, it's like, wow.
And it was news to me. It was a surprise. I told him, like, this has happened to me before, where I've done interviews and they're like, "Oh, congratulations on the nomination," and I'm like, what? And so it's really great. Thank you for letting me know. And I need to reach out to everyone.
Hey, I just want to shout out to what is it, Santos Leal up there in the skybox. Come on down and make some comments.
Hey, Santos.
He's up there. Come on down, man. I hope you're enjoying the fajitas and the tamales and the mole that we have up there in the skybox. You guys enjoy.
Hope he's feeling better. He was in the hospital.
And
congratulations to all of you. Yes, thank you, Norma. Well, Las Estrellas, ¿verdad? Hello, Santos. Ya saben que está aquí. So great, man. So, so you write children's books, you create fashion, you sing, you songwrite, you're in movies. You know,
that's awesome.
I mean. Can you run for president, please?
Hey,
we need help. Anda ayúdale a aquel vato.
Seems like a lot of things, but like I can't stay still. Like when one thing finishes, I'm like, okay, what's next? You know, it's like take advantage of the time that you have now to do things, you know, and that's just my motto.
You know, creative people are that way. And it's like, you know, I hear you, but I'm not at that level, man. You're like, I'm creative in the whole bit, but man, you're like you have like HDHD creativeness.
Yeah.
You're like Speedy Gonzalez in creativity, like a la Speedy Gonzalez.
Yes.
Creating. But
I have.
not just creating, because there's people that can create, but no jala el mugrero. You know, your
No,
stuff is good. You know, I mean,
consecutive.
it's like
It just goes and goes.
I mean, you're creating. You know, I don't know, 100 miles an hour, but whatever you touch turns into gold,
Yeah.
and that is awesome, because
Yeah.
that's hard to do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you're like they say, you're a triple threat. You know.
Well, I have to give thanks to my team because I feel like they really do help out a lot. I work with
Good.
great photographers, great videographers, my dancers, my band, my dad, who's my writer, producer, all of them, my family. I always have had a lot of support there.
Yeah.
So I have to
Good.
thank them because you need their help. You know, you
Yeah.
always need that family support, and
Yeah,
they
you
do
need
give that
support.
to me. So.
And you grew up in the music business. I mean, your dad being in music, and I mean, you learn it, you know. And it's like, and
Yeah.
then when you get to do it, because you have more of an idea. But that's why you want to produce, and that's why you want to direct, because you know, it's like, okay, so I'm already doing this. What else can I do, or where
Yeah.
else am I gonna land eventually?
Exactly.
So that is pretty cool. Let
Do
me
you
share
play
another.
instruments?
I don't play instruments.
No.
I have been wanting to learn how to play
Yeah.
the guitar. My fiance is a musician and he can
Yes.
play several instruments. So when we have a chance, he's
Yes.
like, I will teach you. We haven't had a chance. But
Okay.
I'm hoping that he can teach me how to play at least the guitar. I
Well,
think
at least chords. Then that way you can
Yeah.
hold the guitar while you're singing and play chords. You know.
yes.
Well, you're doing enough already. So, but that's good. You know.
No, see.
Yeah.
Let me show you another picture here. A ver, hold on. Let me blow this one up. Oop. Well, I mean, blow it up in a good way. And here we go.
Oh, I love that cover.
I love it, man. White background is hard to photograph. I can tell you by experience, it's hard to photograph. I remember when I was in Dallas, I used to sell, well, not myself, but there was a photographer that used to sell white on white for $100 an 8x10. And we're talking about 20 years ago. And it was hard to do, man. And the green here just pops, the white just stays pretty, because sometimes the white tends to go a little on the gray side, you know, that kind of deal. Yes, this one is very clean. This picture does not do it justice, guys, because again, you're taking it out of its original picture and then, you know, going through that, and it just doesn't do it justice. But man, this is an awesome, again. And I noticed that every time you come on, you have your hair's a little bit different.
It is. I do a lot of. I wear I've done wigs. I wear a lot of wigs for my videos. Like the last one, I had a pink wig, and then I had a hairpiece in one of the other scenes. This one is all my hair, but it was a lot darker here. It was almost like black, I think. Now it's like really, really long and like light brown. So I like to change it up a lot. You know, it's fun to play dress up for all these videos. I keep joking, telling everyone in my family I'm gonna go blonde next. But my daughter's like, "No, mom, that's not gonna look good."
No, I don't know. I don't know about blonde though. I don't know about blonde. But sing us a little bit of mis sueños.
Mis sueños. Let me pick a song from there.
Why? Tell us a little bit about the song.
Well, that's actually a full album. That was my third studio album.
Wow.
And I love that album. It was a great album. This was the album that we went on tour with, actually. This was before the pandemic. So we got a lot of fans and a lot of traction. Ryan Bazan, he took that photo. I'm honored. He's never done one of my videos, but as you guys know, he's done all the videos for all the Tejano stars and photos. And it was a pleasure working with him. I'm trying to think what song would be good to sing from Mis Sueños.
Ándale.
Okay, Mira Lo Que Has Hecho. It was the first hit off of that song.
Oh,
yo te di toda mi vida, yo te di todo mi amor, yo te di todo lo mío, yo te di mi corazón, yo te di mi corazón. De repente tú te fuiste, de repente no te vi.
Wow.
Yeah, what was the first single off of that album? I think it was on like the Tejano Gold Countdown. It was a fun experience doing that album. We did that one in San Antonio. So
Wow. And I mean, you also sing English.
I do sing
And
English.
I mean, what
Not a lot, but
not a
a few
lot,
songs.
but I've heard some of your stuff, and it's like, oh wow, man, you're all over the place there as far as Spanish, ranchero, English, I think it's a little, well, it's kind of like pop, right? We would
Yeah,
say it's pop.
little poppy. We
Yeah,
did growing up I sang both. I sang in Spanish and I sang in English.
yeah,
But mostly for these albums that we've put out, they've been mostly in Spanish,
yeah,
but in not a few weeks. I want to say by this week I'll be dropping a single I did with a local artist as well, and that one's in English. Now it does have like a few little Spanish things in
yeah,
there,
yeah.
but mostly it's in English, and I like it. It's pop, it's R&B, it's something kind of fresh. So we'll see what the La Onda Tejana thinks of that. I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah,
if they're
yeah.
gonna like it.
Rebelde Corazon had English and Spanish in it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No,
Yeah.
it's cool. I mean, you know what? Selena did it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
unfortunately, I mean, I could imagine just where she would have taken it had she lived a little bit longer.
Yes.
But she was able to. I'm dreaming of you. That kind of
Oh,
deal,
I
and
love
it's like,
her.
wow.
I
I
love it.
mean,
She had beautiful music in English.
say,
Yes.
But she
it,
had done the same, I think the same kind of thing. So she had like the Tejano albums, but then
yes,
she would have like Missing My Baby was also in
right,
English. She had
yeah,
like a few songs in English
see,
because
see.
she liked that style. So
No, no, but see, but a lot of times, growing up as kids, but we go to school here, we speak English, we listen to English music, and so sometimes that's what where we're at.
yeah,
And it's like, and then we also have the Spanish side, so we have like the music from our parents, and then we convert to Tejano and all of that, going to the quinceañeras and the dances and
definitely.
all of that. So
The
that
mix,
kind
it's
of
all
gets
in
into
there.
play. Yeah, and it's all
Yeah,
in there. And I va, but then we also have the English part because we grew up with it. And then all of a sudden, eso también quiere salir. And, you
yeah.
know, uh,
I like a lot of, and me, I personally, I like a lot of different music because I love to dance. So like, I love, whatever I can dance to, let's put it on, whether it's in English, in Spanish, French, whatever. Put it on, dance.
I mean, I like everything. I'll listen to French, some Russian, or R&B, whatever. I mean, I listen to it all, and it's like it's cool. You got to. I think at some point you got to, because it just helps you appreciate music, and it takes you. I don't know. I just feel more relaxed and more relief. That it's kind of like good food,
Yes,
you try different food, and it's like, oh man, this is cool.
definitely. You have to
So
expose yourself to all
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. So está bien. So okay, cool. So let me share another album cover, and tell us a little bit about this one. I love this
Oh, that's
post,
the
by
one
the
I
way.
just sang. Mira lo que has hecho.
See,
That's the one, and that was the first single off of the last album. So what I think the style that I like to do, and a lot of the artists do that, is I'll take 4 or 5 songs off each album, and we'll brand them individually. So we'll have like the album cover, which was the
ándale.
one you saw before this one,
Sí,
but
sí.
then we'll take each single and brand it on its own,
Yeah,
and just to kind of keep those streams going, keep the attention coming back
yeah.
to the album and all of that stuff. And I love that cover. That shirt, I found it. It's funny, we were talking about that earlier. I found that one at a thrift store. And it
Wow.
Órale.
was like a really expensive top, like the brand, but I got it
Yes.
really, really cheap. It was like $5. And I'm like, you know
Yeah.
what? If I just tuck this into some jeans and put on a
Yeah.
belt, like this will
Mhm.
work out. And it did. We loved this cover.
No, and then of course,
Yeah.
because it absorbs the light, it gives you that extra pop, in there.
Yes.
Again, your hands really great. Hands
Thank
are
you.
hard to photograph. Those are the things that I look. Also, the other thing here is I look at the neckline. sometimes
Yeah.
when you turn it a certain way, there's a little bit of stretch mark. Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah. Or
with
like
the vein coming up, you know, that kind of
yeah.
deal. It's like, no, they're not relaxed. When that
No,
pops
you
up,
can
they're
tell.
not
I
relaxed.
have pictures like that too, where I'm like real tense, and you
You
can
know,
see it, you know.
or te
But
mueves mucho, or you just turn a little bit too much, and that's when it causes that.
or
But
you're
you look,
trying to suck it in, and you can see it.
well, just lean forward, girl. No, but
Well,
in
and
this
you know
case,
what? My experience with pictures and why I have so many, and I have to share this with people watching, because if there's younger artists out there or like models or like whatever,
yeah.
they should hear this story. When I started out, my pictures were terrible.
I was
And
gonna say it used to suck.
yes, and I didn't know what I was doing. And it was from like several people that told me that when I
Yeah,
first started out, really, young. They're like, you have a good talent. You can sing, you can dance, all these things. But look at your pictures. Like, you don't see that here. Like, you
yeah, yeah,
don't, they're blurry. Their focus is,
Oh,
they're
yeah, yeah.
not good. And then
Well,
I had another girl, she's like, you need to take classes. And I don't know what, you need to learn like your angles. And
yeah,
she, because she had worked with all these models and celebrities and
yeah,
stuff. So I took their advice. You have to take constructive criticism. You
yeah.
have to take advice.
yes.
So in other words, I was traumatized. I'm like, man, my picture's
No,
terrible.
no.
So I
Well, the
had to
thing is
learn.
this. I'll give you some advice from the fashion industry here in modeling.
Yeah.
Find yourself a good photographer.
Yes.
Not all photographers can work with models.
Exactly.
Not all
I
photographers.
agree.
They may have good technique, but it takes. There's only a few photographers that can actually work with modeling. Also, posing. Learn posing, because
Yes.
some photographers don't know how to direct you to pose. And so you have to learn how to work with the light. You have to learn how to
Yes.
pose. You have to figure out which side is your best side, that kind of deal.
I
And
agree.
of course, it's all about attitude and expression, and it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, but oh man, you're
I
great.
agree.
Obviously somebody, I used to coach models. Yes,
Yes.
obviously somebody did a good job. I mean, hands are hard to photograph. I mean, the way you place them, it's just
Yeah.
hard, because salen, they come out stiff. One of the things I used to tell, like when you're gonna do something like that, he's like, okay, hold a pencil, okay, pull it out, and now the hand looks natural, something like
Yeah.
that. Pero, sí, dice Henry's here. How do you play at an event if you get one listener out of 50,000 people because one person won't perform if it ain't a big crowd? Okay, like when you go to an event and there's not a lot of people, but you're scheduled and the people haven't arrived and you're the only one there, or maybe there's a couple of me. How do you deal with it? I know Selena dealt with that, especially when she was little, and anyways, also when she was older. There was sometimes she would come in. Well, not when she like really famous, but as you're starting, sometimes you get there and the audience is not there yet.
Yeah.
Something like that. I mean, I'm sure eventually, they come in, or it just depends on the schedule, right? How do
Yeah.
you deal with that?
I've dealt with that before, because I did a lot of opening acts I've done a lot of opening acts for
Yeah.
people. Definitely, although I've had a lot of music and stuff, I wouldn't consider myself at this point like an Elida Reina. Like, I'm not a headliner right now.
Right.
So that has happened before, where there's like hardly anyone there, or the crowd's not into it,
Yeah.
because they don't know who you are, and they're like, well, I don't know that song, I don't know who this artist is. But my advice is play like you're playing for 1,000 people.
Yeah.
I don't ever get discouraged. Everything is a learning experience.
Yeah.
And that's definitely happened before. Not a whole lot, but it has happened where like people, they won't come to the dance floor and dance just yet, because they, like I said, they don't know you, or they're waiting for the bigger artists to come on.
Right.
But you have to play your full set as if you're playing for 1,000 people.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is. And then on the flip side, I've opened up for people where the crowd is massive, and it's so great,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm thinking of the scene from Selena when they were kids, when the dad was a kid, los dinos, and they go in and boom, dinos, queremos bailar.
That's so mean.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like no one has ever said anything mean while I'm on
bueno.
stage, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Maybe they're thinking it, or they just won't say it, but like lucky in that
but
way,
at least
they have.
you're singing something that that's related. It's like
Yeah.
in that part, Latinos they were singing English, and then they wanted to hear Spanish music, and it just wasn't. They had the wrong music for the wrong crowd. Then
Yeah.
but
And
normally
that
when you go to
happens.
sing, you're always going to have the right music for the right crowd. They might
Yes.
not know it, they might not like it yet, but hey, that's why you're there to educate them, educate their ears on what they're
Yes.
going to buy next.
Yeah, you have to think about like what your set is going to be like, where you're going to go, what is more popular where you're at. Maybe you can do a few covers, of somebody that people recognize. We have a show coming up. It's a 3-song show per girl for Diva Mania, which is going to be
Right.
in September. And it's, even though it's 3 songs, I'm like, I have to think of what's a good opener, what's a good middle, and what's a good ending. You can't just be like, oh, I'm just going to sing whatever. Like, you have to really think about what the crowd is going to like and what they're going to want.
You're going to be there, right? Over there. And
I'm so excited.
Christy Real is going to MC that.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, the one we had you on the show. Yeah.
Yes, that is so exciting. No, it's going to be great. And I think that's going to be the start of some other shows that are going to be coming up. I got asked to do a show. I can't say who I'm opening for, but they are some bigger Tejano artists. So I'm very excited.
Oh, man, that is
I'm waiting on confirmation for that.
Yeah. And a lot has to do with networking. You gotta work your brand. You gotta work your brand. And I think one of the things is that I come from a business and very into brands and stuff like that. You gotta develop your brand. You gotta recognize, okay, I'm a brand. And it's like boom. And grow it, It's
you're already making movies. You're already doing a movie right now, right? And
yes, I just wrapped on a movie.
Okay.
It was very unexpected opportunity. I had just we had been promoting another movie that I had done a few years ago for the South Texas International Film Festival.
Yes.
And within days of that ending, I had somebody message me. They're like, somebody that saw your movie and somebody that knows you referred you to me. I'm a casting agent for this movie. Will you audition? And I'm like, man, like, I was nervous because I'm like, they're going to start shooting soon. Am I even ready? Like, I wasn't ready. All the other actors had already been cast. So I said, you know what? I'm going to audition. And I did. And the same night that I sent in the tape, I got the part.
Oh,
so
man,
I was like so excited. And it's what I can tell you is that it's got great people on it. A great director of photography. The script is great. It's a scary horror movie. It was filmed here in Rio Grande Valley.
It's going to be filmed here?
It was filmed. We finished already.
Oh, okay. The one up in McAllen, right? It was filmed around there?
Well, it filmed in a few different spots, mainly in Rio Grande City.
Okay.
Uh-huh. And
I think I want to say I have it here, but I don't know. I don't know.
Just wait.
I'll have it on the show.
No, I'm very excited. It was a lead part, so I'm pretty thrilled.
Wow,
the directors, they said, I don't know, guys, how I'm gonna come out, but they said I did a good job. So I'm hoping that that's true, and then everyone can see the movie when it comes out.
Well, from there, like Branded, he said, Branded, you're already, already climbing that ladder, little by little, so. That's good. Henry just posted there. Did you open for Michael Salgado?
I did. When I was on tour with Mis Sueños, which was the album, The White on White.
Okay.
I did open for him at a bunch of his shows. One of the first big shows I did was Fanfare. I opened up for him twice for Fanfare.
He wants to know, how did it feel like, and what else did he say?
Oh, it says, what has that taught you for your music career? What was it like to open up for Michael, and what has that taught you for your music career?
Well, he is definitely a sensational artist. What can I say?
Oh, yes.
He was wonderful to open up for. Very professional, very on it. What I can say about them that I don't know that I see in a lot of other Tejano artists is the way that they dress, him and the band and all of them.
Yes.
They're always on point. They're always on it. Everything that they put out is on a certain level. And I think that that's something everybody can learn from in the business.
Mhm.
And it was nice opening up for him because the people that came to see him were always very respectful to me, even though
That's
they didn't know
awesome.
who I was.
Wow.
No, I'm
So it
sure
was
Diddy.
great. He's
and,
got
and
great
a lot of
fans
that
as
has to
well.
and a lot of that has to be because of the leadership,
Yes.
because the leader sets the tone for the
Yes.
team, and it's like if the leader is going to be all about business, more than likely the team's going to be all about business, and they're going to
Yes.
take care of, they're going to do what needs to be done.
Yeah. Well, his sons are in the band as well, like Andrew and Mike, and so,
Yeah. And his brother's a musician, and
yes,
he's
yeah,
he's in it as well. So it's a family
family
act, and
thing, yes,
of course, who better to work with than family?
your
I
family.
love working with my dad and
Oh,
hopefully
Yeah.
my daughter someday
it's
in my
awesome.
business. So it's great.
Yeah,
It's great to have the family support.
well, that's
Yeah.
wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Wow.
No, está bien. Was
Mhm.
great.
Yeah.
These Abel here. Hey, Abel, how's it going? You doing all right, big guy?
Hi, Abel.
Abel, I don't.
Abel does another show. But yeah. Oh man. So tell us. We're about to. I mean, believe it or not, we're at 59 minutes here. We don't want to go too long because we want people to see it all over again. It
Awesome.
was great having you. But how about some inspirational words for young artists, young models,
Okay.
people that I mean, a little bit of everything you do, man. Just give us some inspirational words for all of these young people that need to get it on.
All right. So what I want to say to everybody out there, not just the younger people, if I can inspire people my age and older, if you're listening, guys, you can do it. Si se puede. Wake up with that positive attitude. Set your goals for the day. Start scratching off those goals as you go to the day. Health is wealth. Take care of your health, guys. Get good sleep. Manifest your dreams. Pray for yourself. Pray for a great team. Do your research. If there's something that you want to do but you don't know how to do it, there are so many tools out there available. Get on YouTube. You can do vocal lessons on YouTube. You can do dance lessons on YouTube. Learn your angles. Learn
Mhm.
about really what you want to say, what kind of message that you want to put out there. You can do it. Do everything with a loving heart, with positive vibes. And always, and this is the big one, guys, always do the best that you can do, but don't try to be better than anybody else. Always be humble and strive to do your best. And also stay true to yourself. If something doesn't feel right when you're in a studio or you're at an audition or you're working with people, if it doesn't feel right in your heart, then it's not for you. Walk away, and it's okay to start over. That's my advice.
Amen.
Amen.
That
Awesome.
that is
Oh,
some
good
amazing
ones.
advice,
Yes,
Thank you.
and so on point.
yes,
So on point. So on point. Too
yes,
many young kids, male and female, get taken advantage of,
yes,
especially while casting,
yeah,
photography studios, you name it. And it's like,
yeah.
yeah, if it doesn't feel right, walk away.
Definitely.
That's not your only opportunity, guys.
Exactly.
If you were looked at, if you were scout,
Yeah.
it's going to happen again to you.
Definitely.
And quite frankly, when I was a photographer and I was looking for models, because I used to get models and then do test shoots and then send them to different agencies, because up in Dallas, that's what they said. Hey, we want Latino models. And so I had a studio downtown in Brownsville, and I used to train models and all that. I would take my business cards and I see somebody, like I would see you and I go, hi, I'm Ray Martinez. I'm the photographer. Here's my card. If you're interested in modeling, give me a call. And I would walk away.
Yeah.
I would never get any information on that moment, because I figured I don't want to be like other photographers that are trying to scam you or just trying to get information. If they're interested, they're going to call.
Exactly.
Because they're smart enough to figure, hey man, this guy thinks I'm beautiful. This guy, or I would give cards to guys and girls. I
Yeah.
would give cards to women and men, and or families, because
Yeah.
you also models are families, and models come in all sizes. There's plus size models, petite models, of course, like your top runway models,
Yeah.
that kind of deal. But quite frankly, not all models are top runway models. There's
Yeah,
all kinds. There's hand models. There's hair models. Hay de todo. And so, when an opportunity does come in, the right photographer or the right agent, they're going to treat you just right.
definitely.
¿Qué está aquí? Dice, a ver, ¿qué dice aquí? Yeah, dice Daniel, believe in yourself, dreams come true. Yes, you're so right, Daniel. You're so
Daniel.
right. Norma dice, great advice. Thank you. Thank you. So appreciated.
Thank you.
Hello, Daniel. Hi. So, yeah, well, great. Hilda, any parting words?
No, I'm just so glad to have sat in with this interview last minute. Probably got a hair sticking up here and there, but
You look awesome as always,
thank
Hilda.
you.
Yeah.
It was an honor, Magali. I didn't get to see you last time, but you're so blessed, and take care, and stay blessed, and blessings to your family and all. And
God bless you and your family also. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow,
And,
man, this is so
yeah.
cool.
To continue your success, and that's it.
I see her, man. I made a comment. The other day. It's like when we were talking about Selena, the El Dia de her, that anniversary of her death. I think I said one song it would be like the Tejano national anthem or something. What was it? I don't know, some song to Selena, and I'm thinking, you know what? At some point, and everybody, this is something everybody always says. Okay, are you the next Selena? Are you the next Selena? Are you the next Selena? And somebody also said somewhere that don't try to be the next Selena. Just try to be yourself, right? And this is why you make that comment. I think because especially when it comes to women, a lot of times they want to be the next Selena,
Yeah.
and it's hey, just be the next Morgan, be the next Pancha, be the next Maria, be the next Marie, be the next Lucy, be the next. In your
Just
case,
say who you are, because you're not. Nobody's ever going to be.
Yeah.
You
can't be Madonna, but you could be Juanita. That
people, because they're like, who's your biggest influence? And I'm like, well, of course, like Selena, like growing up, like who else would you look to that, is a singer and is, from Texas and sings Tejano music? Like it all lines up for certain people. When you're little, and like when I was little, exactly. You want to be like Selena. Oh, I want to be like Selena. I want to be Selena. Like you're all excited. You have the costumes and all that stuff. But then as you get older, you find your own path, you find your own way. And I think that's beautiful as well. I have never recorded a Selena song. Maybe one day, but
you need to.
I love her. She's my idol, but I would never want to be trying to be like exactly like anybody else,
Mira, Quito Casas, he's got a Selena picture. He's Magali is a total artist, completely amazing.
Thank you,
he's always been a fan of Magali. I remember the first interview he had, and you gave him a jacket, remember?
Yes, and he always wears the jacket. I surprised him with the jacket. I think I sent it to him last Christmas.
Hi, Joe. Yeah,
and it has like the logo on the back. It was a limited edition jacket.
I've always supported Joe. Always been a fan. He knows I love Marcos Orozco.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I like him too. I think he's a great artist. I had a chance to take a picture with him at a show. I was all excited. It's my one photo.
One day you can open for him or play with him.
That would be incredible.
God, that'd be so awesome. Oh my God. And should throw me a shout. Oh, he's my husband.
You gotta come see the show. If that happens, you have to promise you're gonna come.
I will. Un regalo para ti is like my favorite song for when I meet my future husband.
Yeah, he put on Christmas. I saw that.
If I ever get a boyfriend. You gave it to him on Christmas. You gave it to him on Christmas.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, let's see who's up there. Santos Leal, we never heard from you, man. But qué bueno que estás viendo el show, Mr. Leal.
He's running down, sick.
Dice, it's my autograph jacket, and he was so honored.
Yeah, he was so honored.
Oh
Mhm.
man, this is so cool. Pues
Yeah.
guys, we're gonna let you go. It was a great time. It was a great show,
Mhm.
definitely. Magali, we're gonna have to ask you to come back a second time, maybe
I would love to.
uh, within a month or something like that.
Definitely.
Keep
Where for
telling us what's going
UCB?
on with the music and all of
Mhm.
that. Quintanilla. Dice Joe, before he leaves, get
Marcos,
Marcos. Go ahead, read it, Hilda.
Marcos Orozco y Grupo Rebelde, Magali de la Rosa, Calo, I don't know. To do it
Yes,
now.
let's do it. I'm
That'd be
ready.
awesome. And if Joe can do it, Joe can do it. He's
If
got
Mr. Marcos Orozco is watching, please, sir, add. It would
Make
make
it
Maria so
happen.
happy. She's such a huge
we
fan.
can get Marcos on here.
Yeah, let's bring
Yeah,
Marcos on. Yeah.
and get Magali back.
Hey, well, that's what this show is about, man. This
Uh-huh.
show is about bringing information, but bringing people together and
Yes.
and seeing the possibilities and you know that kind of deal. Pues a ver qué pasa. Pero
Definitely.
no, pues qué bueno, qué bueno. Man, te
Yes.
deseo todo lo mejor, my guy. I
Yes.
wish you all the
Thank
best, man.
All the
you.
You are
best.
totally awesome.
Uh-huh.
Man, I'm glad Ruby got in touch with you. I was trying to get in touch with you, but Ruby beat me to the punch, and of course you know Ruby, and so
Yes.
that was so cool that we were able to put this show together. You were awesome. I mean, I sent you a message, you messaged me back. We did the pre-test the following day,
That's right.
and everything went great, man. You are the bomb. You were
Thank
easy to work
you.
with, and you know what can I say? You know when sometimes it's hard to work with people. You know, I mean, trying to put two shows together, it's just hard. And you were such a pleasure to work with you to make
Thank
this
you.
show happen. So man, if the way you are, you know, with this show, you're definitely going to have a lot of success with other shows and
Yeah.
shows like you know the national network. So that'd be great, man. I look forward to you
Thank
someday seeing yourself walking in Hollywood and running
Yes.
into your star.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you so much for
that's
having
cool.
me. It was a great show. I had so much fun. I'm
Thank
sad for
you.
Well, that's what we're about, and we thank you, man. So we're gonna start some music here, and let's see, one more comment. He said she's a pro. Yes, she is. She's
So,
you.
fantastic. So, guys, we're gonna let you go. Oh, let me clear this one out because si no se queda. So Magali, besitos, abrazos. You're awesome.
yes.
All
Bye.
the best of luck
Good
to
night.
you. I'm gonna put
Bye.
you
Thank you,
backstage.
Hilda.
Adios,
Bye-bye. Good night.
Magali. Hilda, thank you for
Good
coming
night.
in. You
See you
are
tomorrow.
totally awesome. Yes. And guys, this is Royal with Talk Show Central RTV style, telling you good night, buenas noches, los vemos cuando los vemos.